morning, everyone, and thank you for your time today. My name is Amar Kalsi, and I'm the 3D Reality Capture Industry Manager here at Cansel. Um, Terrestrial laser scanning solutions are a key aspect of our reality capture portfolio here at Cansel, and I'd like to take a few minutes today to talk about our Faro Flash and NavVis SLAM technology solutions. So what is Faro Flash, you ask? It is essentially a hybrid reality capture technique powered by flash technology. This essentially optimizes data capture by using a Faro Premium Series scanner combined with an external high-speed camera. This facilitates scanning times to be reduced to less than a minute while still maintaining a high level of picture quality. The ideal applications for Faro Flash technology would be for large projects where low to medium resolution scan data quality is sufficient. It also comes in very handy, of course, when time constraints are in place and where color data capture is still a requirement. As such, the technology works really well for medium to large scale products and where open areas and fragmented areas exist. Ultimately, the payoffs are increased productivity, faster data transfer, and color visualization without delay. The biggest sort of selling feature and sort of benefits to Faro Flash for existing terrestrial scanning users is essentially finding that sweet spot between data accuracy, resolution, and picture quality. You're not necessarily sacrificing one for the other. The Faro Flash technology allows you to find a very nice midway point for the medium to large scale products. And it's something that's a really key feature for customers that do a lot of terrestrial laser scanning. Fantastic technology that certainly needs to be taken a closer look at. Moving on to our NavVis SLAM technologies. Why NavVis? NavVis, in our opinion, represents a revolutionary wearable mobile mapping solution. It employs 2 LiDAR sensors combined with 4 cameras and an industry-leading SLAM software and associated algorithms, which help to deliver survey-grade point clouds. In doing so, the technology is anywhere from about 2 to 10 times faster than a traditional laser scanner. That being said, NavVis technology itself does not replace terrestrial laser scanners. It is a 100% complementary solution which was designed to integrate with existing point cloud and reality capture workflows. It's not just limited to working with a terrestrial laser scanner. It could apply to data that you've captured with a UAV, a drone, a mobile mapping solution, vehicle-based, and again, even with other SLAM solutions that may exist in the market. It's a very complementary solution. The NavVis solution also supports georeferencing of known coordinate systems, so above and beyond being able to create a local coordinate system during the context of the scan, it is possible to pick up your control points while you're scanning and georeference the entire point cloud model during the data processing piece of the equation. While you're scanning, of course, you do have a real-time quality map to ensure that no areas have been missed and that the density and the quality of what you captured is in line with what you're looking for. In doing so, the overall solution, in our opinion, creates the industry's best SLAM-generated point clouds. A unique feature of the SLAM solution from NavVis is its cloud-based processing. This negates the requirement for heavy laptops and computers to do desktop processing. You've got the ability now to essentially capture multiple sort of sites in the context of a day, upload the data once you're finished, have it processed overnight in the cloud, and then have your point cloud model for you ready essentially the next day. So very efficient in terms of utilizing cloud-based technology for the data processing piece. In addition to this, the NavVis solution also includes a complete suite of tools for publishing and hosting point cloud data. So in terms of having your digital twins in a space that's easy to access for your clients, it's something that's really well facilitated with the NavVis SLAM technology solution as well. So hopefully this information has kind of piqued your interest and hopefully it'll lead to some more questions that you might have for us here at Cansel. Look forward to meeting and chatting with you towards the end of the presentation here. Thank you again for your time, everyone, and best regards.
Good day. My name is Mike Hogan, and I am the 3D Reality Capture Segment Manager for Cansel. Today, I'll be presenting the new UAV-based offerings from Cansel. For over 10 years, Cansel has been using UAV technology to help our clients capture, transform, and manage UAV-based data, allowing for our clients to increase efficiency, safety, and ultimately profitability. Cansel's national team of technical sales reps and professional service experts have been able to combine hardware and software knowledge of drone, LiDAR, and photogrammetry in order to provide solutions to our clients. To better serve our clients and their needs, Cansel has decided to make additions to the current UAV portfolio to include 2 new vendors. Starting immediately, Cansel will now be working with DJI Enterprise and GeoQ. DJI Enterprise has become the industry standard for affordable, durable, and easy-to-use commercial UAVs. GeoQ is a leader in the UAV mapping hardware and software. They have over 20 years of experience in developing software and hardware solutions for the North American geospatial professionals. Now let's take a closer look at each of these and how these will benefit you. Cansel will now provide the full range of DJI Enterprise products, ranging from the Mavic 3 Enterprise all the way up to the Matrice 300 RTK and associated payloads. On the photogrammetry side, the DJI M3E with RTK offers a small and efficient imagery system that can be used by surveyors and engineers alike. For larger projects needs and higher resolution imagery, the ZenMuse P1 combined with the M300 RTK will be able to fill the gap. In addition to the photogrammetry solution, DJI offers a very affordable entry-level LiDAR payload, the ZenMuse L1. This payload will appeal to geospatial professionals and engineers wanting to get a start in offering drone-based LiDAR services for both their clients and internal needs. With a payload capacity of 2.7 kilograms, the M300 RTK can also be configured with various DJI payloads, ranging from RGB to thermal sensors, or third-party payloads such as GeoQ LiDAR. All of GeoQ's TrueView payloads offer an integrated LiDAR and imagery solution. These integrated solutions allow for the fast generation of 3D colorized and accurate point clouds. Key to the GeoQ solution is LP360 drone software. LP360 drone has an easy left-to-right workflow for the generation of accurate colorized point cloud combined with a GIS interface for powerful point cloud visualization with multiple synchronized windows. In addition, LP360 drone offers tools for coordinate management, QA/QC, and product generation. Although a majority of the TrueView clients use DJI M300 RTK platform, GeoQ has completed integration with various other drone platforms to include, but not limited to, Harris Aerial, Skyfront, and Inspired Flight. In addition to the new DJI Enterprise and GeoQ offerings, I'd like to conclude on highlighting the updates and work that has been put into Trimble Business Center Aerial Photogrammetry Module. TBC is the hub for geospatial professionals using Trimble products. TBC provides streamlined workflows, rich analysis and deliverables, and interoperability with third-party software. In the past few years, Trimble has invested effort and time into improvements of TBC aerial photogrammetry module. This module provides an easy-to-use workflow for the processing of photogrammetric data for sensors such as the M3E or ZenMuse P1, and like all other TBC modules, a tight integration into local coordinate system and TBC workflows. Please stay tuned for further updates and releases, such as webinars, as they relate to the Cansel UAV portfolio. Thank you for your time.
Good day, everyone. My name is David Laflamme, and I'm the segment manager for mobile mapping application at Cansel. I'm a Quebec registered land surveyor specializing with point cloud technology. I've been with the company for 12 years now and work in multiple roles. Today, I'll be talking about the mobile mapping application. Mobile mapping solutions are becoming increasingly popular in various industries due to their ability to quickly and accurately capture data about the environment. Here's some of the applications using laser-based mobile mapping solution. The first application I would like to share with you is related to transportation. Mobile mapping solution can be used to create detailed 3D maps of roads, highways, and other transportation infrastructures, such as rails. These maps can be used for various purposes, such as planning, design, construction, as well as maintenance. So everything related to highway, you can use a system to be able to collect information as well as data at highway speed. So this is something that is really, really safe for everybody that is doing highway data collection. Everything related to asset management as well. You can capture everything using the system that we have on screen, for example, over here. One other application is going to be related to utilities. So everything for asset management, fiber to the home projects, you can use mobile mapping solution. So you will be able to create accurate 3D models of utility networks such as power lines, water pipes, and gas pipeline. These models can help utility companies planning maintenance activities and identify potential issues, but also improve overall efficiencies. So this is what we can see on the screen over here. So this is a point cloud coming from a mobile mapping solution. Well, you've been able to collect driving on the road itself. You have also the information over here. So from the images, so it's collecting point cloud, but also images. So you can extract information directly from the images. Even if you are looking at the images, what you will be able to get is the point cloud behind that. So you can get a centimeter level of accuracy extracting data on those images. There's of course way other application for mobile mapping. So survey and mapping is one of the example. So any kind of mobile mapping solution can be used to create detailed 3D maps of natural and built environments. These maps can be used for various purposes, such as land surveying, urban planning, and disaster management. There's also agriculture, which is an application for mobile mapping. So the mobile mapping solution can be used to create high resolution, again, 3D maps of field, crops, and topography. These maps can help farmers optimize crop yields, reduce waste, but also increase efficiencies. If we're talking about construction sites, of course, again, we can use mobile mapping to create accurate as-built models for construction sites. These models can help project manager monitor progress, detect potential issues, and ensure that the project is completed in time and within budget. Everything related to archaeology. So always depending, of course, of the size of the site, but you can use mobile mapping solution to be able to create 3D models of the archaeological sites. These models can help archaeologists visualize and analyze the sites, identify potential artifacts, and plan excavation as well. Well, also the mining application. You can use the mobile mapping for the 3D maps of mining sites. These maps can help mining companies plan and optimize their operation, reduce waste, and improve safety as well. So we do have some example, again, on the screen here of a survey of the roads that's been done using mobile mapping solution. There's also crash barrier that can be extracted using mobile mapping. So there's a bunch of things that you can do outside of the asset management. Overall, laser-based mobile mapping solution have a wide range of application in various industries and can help organizations improve efficiencies, reduce costs, and make better informed decisions. So who are we at Cansel, and what are we doing with mobile mapping? So we basically have project expertise, so we can support our customers into their project. We have systems available for rental as well to help you to jump into this business, for example. And of course, we have systems available for sale, and we have the team to properly train you and support you on your project. If we're talking about hardware, this is what we have access to. So the Trimble MX7, which is an image-based system for mapping and asset management. We have the Trimble MX50, a dense point cloud, high accuracy, medium range for mapping, survey, and engineering application. And by medium range, what I mean here is 80 meters radius that you will be able to collect using the system. We also have access to the Trimble MX9. So the Trimble MX9 will provide you a dense point cloud, high accuracy, long range for survey and engineering application. And what we have on our rental fleet is what you have on the screen over here with the pickup truck. This is the Trimble MX9. But Cansel is not only about systems. We have the complete solution to help you capture, transfer, and manage data, leading to increased field-to-finish efficiency and profitability. So we talk about the system, but we also have the software. So what does that mean? Is we have the team, we have the hardware, we have the software, but we also have the experience to make your project a success. So we can use any kind of software that we have access to be able to help you out with this, with a data collection, data extraction, and complete your project. But other than this, what we can do is we can even, we've been supporting some of our customers in different projects with existing software that we have access to, but also by developing customized application. For example, we have developed an application to allow you to create point on cross-section at customizable distances. So this is what you see on the screen here. So you have a point cloud, but you can see that you have cross-section on this point cloud with different points. So this is what you'll be able to get using our application that we develop internally. We also created a complete workflow to be able to get from the poll that's been extracted to the database using one of the software that we have access to, but we're also going directly inside of an Excel sheet. So if the final deliverables is an Excel sheet, this is what we'll be able to get for you. So once again, thank you very much for your time. And if you have any questions, we'll be able to answer those at the end of the presentation today. Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for a very informative presentation, very interesting. And as I said to Jonathan at the beginning of the day, I always learn something new. So I did not realize that that Trimble had taken over LP360 and so forth. So really quite interesting.
Maybe a point of clarification just on that is, yeah, so Trimble hasn't taken over GeoQ and LP360, but Cansel is decided to work with GeoQ and with their products.
Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so more of a reseller situation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. David, I have a quick question for you. I noticed on the mobile mapping systems, no secondary GNSS antenna. So can you describe to me how heading is being improved? Overcoming the inherent limitations in the IMU related to heading?
The secondary antenna that you're talking about is the GAMS antenna. So this one is, of course, working for any kind of orientation of the system while you're driving the system. So it is making the initialization of the system faster and easier while you're in the field, always depending on the IMU that you will be using on the system. So if you have a high-grade IMUs, the best IMU that you can get on the post-processing, maybe you won't need that GAMS antenna, that GAMS information to be able to process the data. But on the field, again, as I said, to be able to get a faster initialization of the system, this is where it's getting used. And of course, the IMU will be able to provide really good information now. So if, for example, your secondary GNSS antenna doesn't have the accuracy of a few millimeters accuracy, well, this is where you might see some differences between both of the laser on the point cloud. And then you just have to deactivate that one, and the IMU will get you a better accuracy on the data processing.
Okay, great. And is it almost the same idea, just improvements in technology where we no longer have that device around the wheel of the vehicle recording that speed and so on?
That's a really good question as well. So again, on the DMI, so the wheel measurements that we're using is mostly used if you are working in a tunnel environment. So if you don't have GNSS information, for example, or under the canopy. So if you're driving on the different trees, this is where you might need the DMI. And also when you stop at the red light, for example, you need to stop the system. The DMI will just send a ping to say that the system needs to stop recording data, and after that, as soon as you get back on the road, you say the lights turn green. Well, this is where it will just send another ping to restart the data collection.
Okay, great. I have not seen any questions come in from the audience yet. I think you've, you perhaps made your presentation too thorough. But Amar, I was really glad to see you talk about the drones and this new relationship with DJI. What are your thoughts in terms of the low price point of the M300 and the L1 combination, potentially allowing sort of non-specialists get into the LiDAR acquisition world and so forth? I mean, that price point really makes it attractive for people vaguely interested in drone LiDAR to all of a sudden have their own and be out there collecting data. What are your thoughts around, do we now have users out there that don't really know what they're doing, or they're more consumers? Any comments around that, or general comments about the L1 and your relationship with DJI?
I'll comment maybe just on sort of the product offering itself, but I'll leave it to Mike to maybe comment on sort of the other pieces. It certainly sort of presents an entry-level solution. So certainly giving customers the ability to get into the space. A key component of our offering, of course, is training and support. So we don't want to throw you to the wolves, so to speak. We want to make sure that you have a good first experience so that when you do take the next step, you will essentially come back to us. So it's probably two-phased. As far as the specific product piece goes and what it's capable of and why we carry it, I'll pass that over to Mike.
No, for sure. I mean, to be honest, it's DJI has done a very good job in their products, both from the drone side, and they've done a lot of work on the payload side. I think they're, in the development of it. But yeah, as Amar said, we can consider it an entry-level piece, but I really think it's a door for people to get involved with LiDAR, right? It opens the door. They start to use it. Can it do certain things? For sure. Can it do other things? Maybe not. And we have other solutions for that. But the question about, the space, right? We talk about the, maybe the geospatial professionals and the 3D reality capture, this bigger space, which is broadening as we see it. And I mean, if you just look at the drone space, it actually has opened it up quite a bit in the past, 10 or 12 years to do that. But I still think, the education, the training that people coming to this space that bring along with it will be key to making these tools actually make the money from there. So I think that's still an important part in this business, and definitely Cansel's continues to support that side of it. So
right. No, I mean we own one of those as well, and I mean, for the money, it's quite a tool, tool indeed. This is just a reminder to the audience to please. Oh, we do have a question there. Okay. AVT is advertising now, and how LiDAR, specifically mobile LiDAR surveying, MLS, mobile laser scanning, business accelerate better than the other LiDARs in comparison, just to focus in the future careers perspective. So there's a few acronyms there. David, I assume this would be a question aimed at your way. AVT is advancing now, and how LiDAR mobile mapping is accelerating.
There's as I said, there's a bunch of acronyms in that question, trying to understand what all of those of those means.
I think it means ATV being autonomous vehicle technology. Okay.
Exactly.
Or advancing vehicle technology.
There's different technology that is used on the vehicle, always depending on the application and which one will be the cheapest version of it. Basically, the LiDAR, what we've seen is mostly used to be able to get a mapping of the road instead of it being used on the vehicle itself. This is roughly what I would say. So there's radar as well. There's different technology that's used on those autonomous vehicles directly over there. So as I said, the mobile mapping, from what I can see on my side, will be mostly used to get the accurate mapping of the environment.
Right, and I guess fundamentally are the lasers that are typically used on the autonomous vehicles are the small pucks and maybe don't have the same range capability as the systems you described in your mobile mapping system. Would that be fair?
Exactly. The same, it doesn't have the same range, doesn't have the same accuracy, and doesn't have also the same scanning rate. Basically, it's always depending at what you would be looking for in terms of deliverables, in terms of results for that. But the smallest solution, the smallest bug that you've been talking about, might be a good opportunity for those advanced vehicles just to scan the environment while driving and not get a really high accurate information of the environment again.
Very good. Just while we've got a few more seconds here before and I don't see any other questions in the chat. You know, we've used that L1 system to sort of scan obliquely along coastal sections, and been very, very pleased with the georeferencing and the high definition of the point cloud and the high quality of the camera associated with the L1 as well. So I agree with you with your comment about DJI. The Terra software perhaps could have a few improvements here and there, but I mean, software, as we all know, is always in an evolutionary process.
No, and I think that's a key part from our side, right? In looking at it, you know, there's the hardware to collect data, there's software to process it and analyze it and do it all, and then there's a workflow to bring it all together. And I mean, you kind of have to match all those pieces to actually get the result that you want to do. And you start with the data that's going into it, and you know, if you're not getting the result at the output, it could be anywhere there along the path that's not working to look at it. But definitely the L1 from a starting perspective, getting in there, it has it. But like anything, I mean, even compared to the mobile mapping, there's scanners out there using, you know, lesser grade sensors, and you get what you get from it. But I mean, that's a great thing. We have different tools and different options to look at.
I think you made the point about, you know, an entry level type of tool. And I could see lots of engineering companies starting to get into that. And then, you know, as Amar said, they'll come back to you for more sophisticated equipment and so forth. So I think it's great piece of technology. And obviously you've described some of your high-end equipment as well. You know, very impressive. I understand Mohammed is going to be joining us for the panel later today from Cansel. So he'll it sounds like he does a lot of work in the environment of factories with pipes and things like that. Would that be more on terrestrial laser scanning side of things? Would you say his expertise, or I guess we'll know this afternoon, but
yeah.
I would, what I can just say is Mohammed will be able to work on different point clouds, so that no matter where the point cloud is coming, it will be working inside of Trimble Business Center software to be able to do everything that will be required in terms of deliverables from the different point clouds. So it doesn't need to be terrestrial laser scanner, it can be UAV as well.
Okay, well, great.